Welcome to BAM TV Africa. My name remains Biliamin Adetokobo Mo Yusuf. Here in BAM TV Africa, what we do is to trace history, culture, tradition, governance, and achievement of people here in Africa and outside the shore of Africa. All you need to do to enjoy all of this, make sure you subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification button so that anytime I upload a new video, you will be the first to know. And do not also forget, like this video, share it. BAM TV Africa.
My name is Nelson Victor. I'm a Nigerian residing here in Hungary, Budapest. Yeah. I came to Hungary in 2001 as a professional football player, and so I played here, and when I got injured, I had to look for something else to do since I couldn't recover from my injury. Yeah, in 2001 when I came here, Hungary wasn't part of the European Union, so things were difficult. There was no life. They just came out of communism then. So it was tough, it was hard. And it wasn't what it is now. So it was difficult to survive, but then there were African communities here, and I felt that doing something that will benefit them will in turn yield some revenue for my survival.
Okay.
So as a result of that, I tried to find out what wasn't existing in the African community, and I discovered so many areas that needed attention. So that one of them was the men hair fashion or hairstyling or haircut or barber, or as anyhow you will want to put it. So that was one of them. And while in Nigeria, I used to visit a friend that was a barber, and I used to cut my hair, and so I knew some things about hair cutting, but then I wasn't too perfect. So I had to visit Nigeria again, where I had to undergo training again, some months training for hair cutting. Then I came back. I established the hair salon and also trained some Africans as well. There was no barber's shop in Hungary by then. Like I said before, they just came out of communism, so a lot of things that exist in the West were not existing here. And that was one of the reasons why I had to go to Nigeria, quickly learn how to make the hair, and then rush back because there was no hair salon, no place for black men to cut their hair. And this kind of fading was not something that was common here. So they were cutting only with comb and scissors. So I was the first to establish a barber's shop in Hungary. Starting it wasn't so easy, but then I was able to survive through what I was doing, because I had to venture into so many other areas like entertainment as well, and also into sports, which were another areas that black people were, or Africans were also being deprived of the opportunity to showcase their talent. So that led me to establishing a football academy.
Oh, you have a football academy here in Hungary?
Yes.
Senior or junior?
It's a full football team that has from 7 years old to a senior team.
Wow, wow.
So the team was established in 2006.
Okay.
So now we've had so many, not just African players, but the Europeans and from different countries.
And continents.
Americans as well, yeah, from different continents and countries are part of the football. I would say the opportunities, there are opportunities here in Europe to survive. And as long as they are disciplined and dedicated to whatsoever activities they want to get into, legitimate activities that they want to get into, they can survive. Yeah, the advice to people at home is Europe is not what our people back home think it is. It's not where you pick money on the street. It's not where people are not suffering. There are a lot of suffering, and Europe is not where people think is the solution to their financial problem or social problem. It is not. And I still think that back home, Nigeria is one of the best places to be if we have things well, arranged. It is not the worst place. And it is not my intention to remain or die in Europe, because no matter what I do over here or no matter how much you contribute, they still see you as a foreigner. They still call you an African. They still tell you to go back to Africa. I've been told many times, go back to Africa. Even in the sport, we experience a lot of discrimination, insult racially, and my business places, offices, have many times I've removed stickers of go back to Africa. And so it is not the best place. It's not so easy. Life is not easy here. So it's not a place for someone that is without qualification or skill to survive. And most Africans here that are in Europe, some of them, not most, some that do not have that qualification and skills for employment, they end up doing things that are against the law, and the law always catch up on them. So it's not an easy place. It's not the best place. I still feel Nigeria is the best place to be. Life in Nigeria is quite easier than we think it is in Europe. My advice to people back home is people should be honest, be skillful, educated, and straightforward in whatsoever they are doing. Likewise, the government as well. Life is not as easy as we think it is in Europe. And there are a lot of fake information circulating in Africa about life in Europe. I see people posting pictures on social media, things that are lies. There are many Africans in Europe that doesn't even have one-room apartment. So people shouldn't be deceived that life is easy in Europe. Most people in Africa that wants to leave Africa for Europe they are far better in Africa than those that have been in Europe for many years.
Thank you very much, my brother. Una dey hear now, huh? Africa na be the best. As an African,
It's the best place to be.
an ambassador of that continent. Yes, no doubt about the fact that our government are not doing us well for now. But trust me, if the charity begins at home, let that change start from me and you. This is BAM TV. If you have not subscribed to this channel, I dey look you inside 3D. Now 3D camera now they watch you. Subscribe now. Turn on that notification button. By the time you do that, next video you'll be the first to know. My name is Biliamin Adetokunbo Mo Yusuf. Until I see you next time, catch you up.
Bye.